Hey, it's Brooke. Not really sure what today's video is going to be. If you couldn't tell already, I'm in kind of a different setup. Partially because the lighting is better, I'm right in front of a window. Also partially because I'm sitting on my bed and it's way more comfortable. First of the day is Proverbs 9, speak up and judge fairly, defend the rights of the poor and needy. This verse is kind of self-explanatory, just try not to be a judge. Don't judge people, it's not your place to judge people. Yeah. This video, I think I'm gonna do it as a voiceover just because I want to watch Supernatural at the same time I'm doing my makeup. So, take the hoops out and then I'm gonna get started. For my brows today, I used the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil in ash brown. To prime my eyes today, I used the NYX Proof It waterproof eyeshadow primer in colorless. I blended this in with my finger and then set it with Fair Light from the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This will help in the blending process later. Now on to eyes. Today I used the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette. To begin this look, I took an M504 with the shade Access from this palette, and I blended it in the crease. I built this shade up to the intensity that I wanted and made sure that it was more intense on the outer corner. Next, on an M441 from Morphe, I took the shade Agent from the same palette. I layered the shade directly over Access, still keeping it more opaque in the outer corner, but slightly more precise. I then took Smooth Criminal on an M433 from Morphe and packed it on that outer corner. With no additional product, I blended that into the crease just ever so slightly. Next, I took Prowl on an M506 from Morphe into the outer corner. I kept this shade pretty low to my lash line, barely taking it into the crease at all. The last thing I did for this look was take Guilt Trip on my finger to pack it on my lid. I highlighted my brow bone with VIP on an e.l.f. pencil brush. To prime my face, I'm taking a pea-sized amount of the poreless primer from My Minerals. Make sure you shake this well before you use it, and then massage it in with your hands. Next, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Water Drop Primer in Coconut. This is the first time that I've used these two primers in combination, and I really liked how it turned out. I used this primer just the same as I used the other one, just by massaging it in with my fingers. For foundation today, I used the Maybelline Superstay foundation in the shade 110 Porcelain. Don't come at me for this shade not being light enough. I'm really pale, this is the lightest shade. I blended this in with a Real Technique sponge. This is the Christmas one, which is why it's green. Now that my skin is basically gone, I'm going to take some Makeup Revolution concealer, the Conceal and Define it in the shade C6. I'm not going to use very much of this just because I don't want to become really cakey. So I'm just going to do about 3 dots under each eye. To blend that in, I'm going to take the same exact sponge and just bounce it underneath my eyes, completely blending those out and making sure that there are no creases. To set my base in place, I'm going to take the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in Fair Light. This is the same one that I used to set my eyeshadow primer earlier. To apply that, I'm going to take this huge fluffy brush that I got from My Minerals a while back. To set my under eyes, I'm using the same powder, but I'm using a smaller brush. This one is the M438 from Morphe. I'm also taking this over my nose and in my smile lines just because those are the places that my makeup always breaks up the fastest and creases. To bronze today, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Coloricon bronzer and Ticket to Brazil. This is the old packaging. I know that they've come out with a new one, and I think it is a slightly different shade. To apply this, I'm just using a Morphe R2 brush. I have a pretty small forehead, so I'm mostly focusing this on my cheeks, but I'm also going to sweep some across my forehead and underneath my jaw, just to add a little bit of definition and color back into my face. To contour today, I'm using the Ellen Tracy contour book with the shade Light Contour. I'm not sure if this is available anywhere anymore, but I got mine at Ross, and it's just my favorite contour that I've used thus far. I'm just using a tiny bit of this in the hollows of my cheeks, nothing too dramatic. To highlight today, I took that same highlight shade from that same palette on an M510, but it just wasn't glowing and beaming enough for me, so I ended up switching to a Becca Champagne Pop on that same brush. Okay. For my lips today, I took the NYX Liquid Lingerie in Satin Ribbon. I also think that a dark brown shade like Beauty Mark would be stunning for this look. I did things a little out of order today, so now we're going to go back to the lower lash line, and I'm just going to take Access on that M433 that we used in the crease earlier, and I'm just going to blend that all along my lower lash line. To add some more dimension onto my lower lash line, I just took a flat definer brush and I took Smooth Criminal and I took that on the outer portion of my lower lash line and then blended it out a little more just using a clean brush. For mascara today, I just used the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black, both upper and lower, and I did not use any fake lashes today. I was in a bit of a hurry and I got some underneath my eye. If this happens to you, wait for it to dry and then brush it off. Don't try to get it off when it's still wet, it'll just smear. For setting spray today, I'm just using this little DIY concoction that I made. It's just water and vegetable glycerin. Something about it, it just works. So it's been like an hour and a half. My mascara, I messed up putting it on and it got under my eye. So I touched that up. But I've used all of these products, but I haven't used them all together. I'm telling you, the poreless primer from My Minerals and the water drop primer from Wet n Wild together, my skin looks so good. I mean, like, it's still bad, but like, it's so good in comparison to how I normally get it. Also, I just ate and I have no lipstick on, so let's fix that real quick. Much better. Okay. Got the super monochromatic thing. Ooh, oops. Gotta put them back in. One, look at my highlight. Ignore this little... Look at that. My skin is bad, but like, it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm wearing a full coverage foundation and 2 primers. I'm telling you, these primers are just doing wonders. Why is my highlight on this side not as good? Just always works better on this side. Look at me. Anyway, if you enjoy this video and if you enjoy me, please hit that red subscribe button down below and the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a video. Like this video if you like this video. Leave a comment down below on what you thought. Thank you. Next. That was dumb. Thanks for watching.